Sometimes I boot up a 0% level and I have no idea what the creator wants from me. It can be a lot of fun to figure out what Kaizo tricks you need to pull off in order to make progress, but sometimes you find a route that hardly involves any Kaizo. Today, I'm showcasing 3 levels where instead of figuring out what the creator wanted me to do, I chose to break the level instead. Starting with this Yoshi Kaizo from 2016. By putting on the Shellmet at the start, I can stand on the spikes and activate some hidden blocks before my iframes run out. As long as I avoid the fireball afterwards, this gives me Yoshi for free, and with him, I can stand on spikes. Fortunately, none of the hidden blocks in this level have boo rings in them, otherwise I'm pretty sure this cheese would have been impossible. Anyways, the next step is to spit a shell off screen to activate another set of hidden blocks for later, then jump up to this platform with a boo. At first, I thought this was going to be a really precise jump, but it turns out there's a nice little spot to catch Yoshi when you take damage, making this super easy. Then you just have to activate the POW, grab the spring, and prepare the next row of invisible blocks for the next jump. Unfortunately, this is where the cheese ends, but luckily for me, I somehow managed to one-shot the level from this point. I had practiced a lot, but this shell jump is very precise, so I was shocked to get it on the first try. I'll definitely take it though. This next level had super obvious cheese right at the start. I think the creator probably thought that this wouldn't work because you need to spin jump on the bomb, but if you're fast enough, you can still overshoot the bomb and go back to spin jump on it. In the next section, I'm not sure if I'm cheesing or not. It took me nearly 45 minutes just to figure out a strategy that works, and it involves doing a controlled shell jump and a small spin jump off this P-switch. Nothing else would line this section up properly, so I think it was intended, but I can't be sure. Then through the door there's a mid-air shell jump, and after that, nothing can stand in your way. There we go. Alright. 6 times the charm? Oh, fuck you! Okay, well, nothing in the actual level can stand in your way. Fortunately, despite the comm error, I would only need 3 more minutes to get the actual clear on this level. Like I said, most of the time on this was dedicated to figuring out the second section. Our last level is a pretty long one, and I didn't find cheese until the very end, so it was pretty tough. The beginning is straightforward, but this bomb spin section is crazy precise, since you need a lot of height, but also the bomb can't be too high or else it will hit this wall and not end up by the ice block to blow it up. Then there's a neat Yoshi section where you use a sideways spring to launch a shell forward in order to get a P-switch for the next section. Then I spin on the spike top with this P-switch and throw it up into a thwomp to activate it. The next section is where I couldn't figure out what to do. It looked like I was meant to ditch Yoshi and do some shell tricks, but nothing would really line up for me. I eventually realized that I could just Yoshi shell jump and keep Yoshi all the way to the end for the true ending. And we saved Yoshi. But for Bidoko, we give Yoshi the true ending. Worth it. Worth it every time. The moral of this story is Yoshi and Shellmets are your best friends when it comes to breaking levels wide open.